Ramah, my name is Glickman. I'm here to talk to you about Parshat Vayeishev. Parshat Vayeshev has the beginning of the story of Joseph, one of the more well-known narratives in the Tanakh. Joseph is one of Jacob's 12 sons. He's Jacob's favorite son. To show that he is the favorite, Jacob gives him a garment, which makes his brothers extremely jealous. Then Joseph tells his brothers about dreams that he has, which imply that he will rise above them, which makes them even more jealous. In their jealousy, they decide to get rid of him and end up selling him into slavery. Joseph ends up working for Potiphar, an Egyptian, who becomes displeased with him. And at the end of the Parsha, Joseph is in jail interpreting the dreams of two men who are in service to Pharaoh, a cupbearer and a baker. So one of the great things about this Parsha is that it really is a full narrative. It's not just a collection of stories. It's not just a collection of laws. You don't have to search very hard to find the overarching theme, because the overarching theme is this narrative of Joseph. So one thing that comes up constantly in this Parsha is this concept of dreams. At the very beginning, Joseph is telling his brothers and his father his dreams, and the dreams are sort of what pushes the brothers over the edge in terms of wanting to get rid of him. When they're discussing how to get rid of him, at first they want to kill him, and they say that killing him, that way they'll get rid of him and his dreams. They don't just want to get rid of him. It's not just his presence, it's also his dreams that are making them so upset. And then at the end, the importance of dreams is underscored in the fact that this Parsha ends with Joseph interpreting the dreams of the cupbearer and the baker. Now, that part of the Parsha doesn't necessarily have any importance. It's part of the narrative, it's part of the story, but it doesn't seem to have inherent importance. The cupbearer and the baker are not huge characters. It doesn't really matter to us necessarily whether they are going to remain in jail, whether Pharaoh is going to pardon them. But what that episode shows is Joseph's ability to interpret dreams, which is really important, and stay tuned, will be very important in the upcoming weeks, in the next week as well, next week's Parsha. But so why is this ability to interpret dreams so important? Well, because dreams are representative of the subconscious. It's similar to how the brothers, when they say we'll get rid of him and his dreams as well, it's because the dreams represent the aspects of Joseph that they really dislike. They represent his ability to sort of rise above, his ability to be a leader and to understand. And why is he going to be able to rise above? Well, that answer is really rooted in his ability to interpret dreams, to understand people and to understand situations at their heart. So how does that apply to us? Well, we all have dreams. We all have sort of aspirations and things that we want to do. But what's important is not just the dreams, it's if we are able to interpret them. And I don't mean that in the literal sense of waking up in the morning and writing down your dreams and trying to understand what, walking up the stairs backwards wearing a banana suit meant. It's more thinking about interpreting what these dreams mean for our lives. How can my sort of hopes and goals for me, how can they inform my actions, and how can I keep them in mind while living my life? In a way, camp is sort of like a dream. It's this wonderful place where everything sort of seems magical and perfect, and there's all these things that we feel can't happen in real life that happen because we're at camp. But it's not camp that makes it happen. Nothing at camp happens just spontaneously. Everything happens because of the amazing people, the amazing chanichim and madrichim, campers and counselors that are there and put their hearts into the place. So camp is like a dream. It needs to be interpreted. It's something that we need to think about, that we need to be able to act upon in order for it to have any bearing on our lives. The value of camp isn't just that we have this haven to be in during the summer. It's that hopefully later we can look at that and understand how important that haven is for us in the rest of our lives, and how we can take the important aspects of camp and use them in the rest of our lives. So, is what I would encourage you to do in honor of Joseph and his dream interpreting is to think about maybe camp or maybe something else important in your life, and think about why it's important and what makes it important, and sort of interpret that dream for yourself and see how you can take that sort of the important essence of that thing in your life and use it to inform the rest of your life. Take something about camp that you really, really love, something that you've missed so much over the past few months, and take it and decide to make it a part of the rest of your life. It can be big, it can be small, it can be anything. But take something that you love and try and expand it so that it can be really a part of the rest of your actions. Shabbat Shalom.